Hello, everybody. Ryan Carpenter here with No BS Golf, presented to you by P45 Knuckle Down Golf. That's right, your number one destination for everything golf right here in Central Georgia. You got it. Me, the golf pub, we are cooking right now. We got so many things going on. I can't even keep track of all of it half the time. It's so crazy. In just the last, what has it been? Uh, the 11 days roughly, I picked up 9 new students. We're cooking. So, where you at, folks? Where you at with your game? What are you doing about it? You got a plan. Right now's the time. I got the Masters promotion going on, and I got so many things going on. Y'all better be on the internets and checking things because Masters promo, a little additional discount on all lesson programs, evaluation automatically 50% off as well. Ping free wedge giveaway going on out there. We've got one more demo day coming up, not till May, so that'll be May 5th. So better reserve your spot now. It went fast. And we got the short game challenge going on Saturday afternoon on the 26th, I believe. Check the internets, Twitter, Facebook, blah blah blah, Instagram, you name it. It's all out there. Plus, all these new students, I got like no sleep the last, I don't even know how many nights trying to get the complete custom, evaluation information sent out to my players because it takes a while. It's for every person that I go through the evaluation lesson, go back and watch the video labeled literally evaluation, and you get a much more thorough understanding. But it takes a couple hours to sit down and go through all the images, put them into email, type in the notes, and but that custom plan is important to have in place and know and keep a player going and thinking about what do we need to do to get you where you want to be. And so, and I got some fellas just, man, I can't begin to say how excited they are, which is awesome because that gets me more pumped, more motivated, more ready every day to jump in and dive in and do these things. And as much as I'd love to do it for myself too, but it's this is what it's about. I enjoy going through the process and seeing players finally come from one spot to another and get to the next thing. And so not just that, but I've got a bunch of players that are also now in phase 2. We've kind of already seen the good, the outputs, right? And what we worked on all winter last year has finally taken place. And with them seeing those results, it's only turning into a bigger desire now, right? And so we're starting to talk about heading back in sooner than later and kind of reevaluating a little bit and what to do to take it to the next step. And so this is the excitement of this process. It's not just getting better at playing the game of golf, but it's getting and seeing and feeling players develop and change. And go and watch the Colton and Wayne show with me that I post often. They give at least a brief, quick insight to what it is they've kind of gone through and what it's been like. And so we're not teaching golf. Anybody can teach golf. Here's the swing up here. You put club, blah blah blah. That's who cares. Developing players, coaching people is so much more important in this aspect. To the point, I'm getting to the point honestly where not any time necessarily right around the corner, but I have begun to put into my kind of long-term planning, bringing in an apprentice at some point, because I'm flat out gonna run out of time. My book's starting to fill up. So hope y'all working hard on your games and getting where you want to be. If you're not, I would say, well, you better find out why. I had 2 fellas in there just this last couple days that by the time we was done, they'd had some lessons and they'd done their own YouTubing and reading and trying to figure stuff out. And there were a number of things that they were doing that they just flat out said, I didn't even know. No one ever told me about that. And it wasn't rocket science. I'll tell you that right now. It was pretty simple stuff. Like, that's a big part of this, folks. Everything that I do on a daily basis is not, none of this is like, hey, I made all this information up and come see me. Nope, that's not how it works. It was by de facto preservation of my own professional career and golf life that I got to the point where said I'm working hard, I'm practicing hard. I took the lessons, and I mean the results weren't there, and I kind of started to get a little ticked off and mad, to be honest with you. And so I went down this road, started about 27 or 8 years ago, roughly, is when I began. And I said, that's it. I'm going to find out for myself. Damn it. I'm tired of this. And so that's what I did. All the hours behind, the desks at the clubs. I'll talk about one of those clubs. Here in a minute related to the Masters. But I read and I studied and then I tried to figure out and I tried things and then I go find more information. I went through every book I could come put my hands on and I figured some stuff out, but I'll be honest, I still didn't have it all figured out. That's for sure. So then I went to other teachers and I started just, listening, watching, whatever, going to the class educational, type things in the PGA and, better, but again, not everything. And so it's been a long road for me to get to this stage. The years at Golf Tech, I would put on the number at this stage, the 30 incredible golf instructors that I've learned from over the past 25 years and worked with, whether it be side by side at Golf Tech or whether it be under learning programs from their academies and schools. And so, but more like how to teach the game of golf. So there's so much in this universe that I put into play from decades and decades of dedicated study and learning and most importantly, learning from the best in the business and taking what they talk about or have written or they have shared or have given us in classroom settings or whatever. And I put it all into one big package of being a coach. And so I've also then, and I don't keep close track. I mean, I got a pretty good idea based off the numbers that I have from the, whatevers, but I'm getting pretty dang close to probably at least going over 19,000 lessons total and easily over 50,000 hours teaching golf. Probably. I don't know. It's just a guesstimate. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't, to be honest, whatever, but it's a lot. The point is it's a lot. I've done it a lot and that's for a reason. And it's to be able to be at this stage and tell y'all that, hey, look, you come in, you do this. If you commit yourself to this process, when we get to the other end of it, go listen to Colton and Wayne. They're not even 100% there yet, but they're already, they can see it and they're living it and they're moving in the direction that makes them so confident and happy about what they're going to be able to do with their games of golf. Well, that could be you too, but you got to come in. That's the whole point of the evaluation lesson. So going back to the club, Masters Week, woo, it's here. And so, it's again a part of the universe that I spent my time in, and I know it's changed. Not very many people get to experience not only an environment like an Augusta National Golf Club, and I don't mean going to the Masters tournament. The rest of the 51 weeks of the year at a place like that. I was at a club that was almost identical. It's just they don't have the fanfare in the tournament, but they were built in 100% similar nature of what the ANGC is all about, or basically, and it is. There's things that go on within the club setting, and unless you work, especially at clubs, when you're just a member, you only see a tiny fraction bit of what goes on around the place, and it's not a representation of what they are. And then depending upon the nature of the club and the style of the club and the nature of the people and the style of the membership, and there's so many little, but these unique ones, these really interesting, unique, small membership, super high end. Not only are the conditions just silly amazing. I mean, you can't compare playing golf anywhere else to playing places like Augusta and the club that I worked at in KC. That's just like it. It was. I mean, you just get to the property in the morning, you look around, and you're just like, dang, this is so amazing. And so there's a lot of cool things that actually exist within these universes at these places that it's hard to describe, but it's what makes the Masters really fun, because it's the one tournament that literally, in a way, brings the whole world into their little universe and shares it with them to way more so than any other tournament, because it's the same place and it's the same membership, and it's you see the Fred Ridleys over the years and all whoever it is, right? And you get a taste of the amateurs going to their dinner, and then you get the champions dinner night, and we literally become immersed in the environment and the things that are going on in the par 3 contest, and the players talking about how important it is to bring their families with them and share this week. There's no majors where that goes on. All the other majors are so much more like different location, and it's a chase for that, trophy, and which is great. It's all fantastic, but man, it's just the Augusta invites us in literally, and I know everybody has a different thing, and it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's not for everybody. But boy, I mean, from Scotty playing his practice round with his mom, to some of the kiddos, dressed up in the little caddy outfits, running around having fun, and it's just every little tiny piece. And even Scotty showed, I think, on one of his postings, it was the gift for the Bennett, right? The new baby, or was it Bennett? I think it's Bennett. Anyways, and it's just there's I can say we, because I ran the golf operations for one of these facilities, not Augusta, but identical to. We literally go through the year planning and trying to find ways to somehow give our members or those coming into our world just another little layer of experience, and to top it off, make it just that much better, and give them something different and unique and interesting. And we actually had throughout the entire year what we called Wolf Days, which were Wednesdays, and it was like a mini member guest tournament in the afternoon. Sort of, I mean, not same idea. And then we had an amazing chef at our club, and he would do steak dinners afterwards for everybody that participated, and the whole crew, all of us were immersed in this with the members and the guests playing and throughout the evening, and it became this. If our guys can make it, like Wednesdays at the club, Wolf Day was like so popular, and it was so much fun. And so I hope everybody dives into the Masters a little bit, at least. I know not everybody's into that stuff, and that's fine. You're just watching maybe a few hours of the golf, and that's fine too, and that's cool. But there's so much about this week that for anyone who's dove into it, I mean, I've sat and read so many books and the history, and it's a lot of fun. It's such an amazing week, and it helps me remember a time that doesn't kind of exist no more. Technically, I'm young. I grew up around very different golf club universe that doesn't match today's at all. For most places, from Augusta, probably so. You go to like an Oakmont for sure, but by far the majority of golf clubs that exist today are very different, ran very different, operate very different, feel very different. That the old way is slipping away, and it doesn't exist more. And it is what it is. It's the way of the nature of it. So, anyways, watch the Masters, enjoy it. Again, still got the free ping giveaway going on. Masters promotion will go pretty much, I don't care, end of the month, whatever. And now's the time you can get to take advantage of celebrating this awesome week, this awesome tournament, this amazing golf club, the golf course. There's so much amazing about this place. I could talk about it forever. So I could talk about everything golf forever for those that know me. So anyhow, I'm going to cut it off. That's plenty for this morning. Hope y'all having a great week, man. It cooled off a little, but let's get some golf going on. And more important, where are you at? What's your plan? You still playing the same golf? I know some players I met a year ago. My biggest question is, what's changed since then? I got guys who dropped 15 handicap strokes. Another one had 8 so far. Another one has 7 so far. Another one has 6 so far. We've got players lowering their scores by massive amounts 1 year later. My question to everybody out there, where's your handicap today versus this time last year? Go to the comment section, smash the like button, subscribe, share. Please do that. Go and specifically do the specifics for the Ping Wedge giveaway. Let me know if you're all coming out for Saturday the 26th for the scoring challenge. And be on the lookout always. But there is the Masters promotion going on. A little extra discount on everything for everybody. So contact me. I had 2 more this morning at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. I looked up my emails and had more people reaching out ready to get started. So time's going to disappear fast. Do all that. If you could subscribe, share, do all those things as well. I really appreciate it, whether it's Twitter or Instagram, here on YouTube especially, or on my Google profile. That would be very helpful. Thank you so much for all of that. And if you have any questions or comments, topics you want to talk about, hit me up. Let me know. I'll do it. Hopefully Colton and Wayne and I are going to get together again and do a little show for just to help people understand stuff, getting information out there. But for now, enjoy the Masters. I'll be around. Let me know. Let's get started, folks. Take care.